Hey guys, we are holding the pass right now. Let me know when you guys get here, all right? Over.
GPS drift downtown Chicago is absolutely insane. So we have
show the street sanitation truck ready for us.
Being brushed off. Look at how many passes are being held. So much hype. Good early morning, my trainer club. We are going raid riding downtown Chicago right now. We're gonna show you how to hit raids on top of raids to maximize this XP so that you guys can rank up and get the most amount of XP possible. Welcome to the trainer club, guys. Here we go.
So throughout this video, guys, we are going to show you how to break down and be successful on a raid ride, which means how to maximize the most amount of XP while you raid, because this is the fastest way to rank up. So in order to keep on ranking up, we need to know the top 6 essentials, and I'm also going to throw in some bonus tips throughout this entire video to make sure that you guys know how to raid, how to maximize the most amount of XP you're going to get, and what are the most efficient strategies that the top players use in order to get the most amount of P. And we're talking people that are above 50 million, 100 million, and 200 million. This is what I have learned from them and what I apply myself. So this is what we do. So there are top 6 tips in order for you to make the most amount of raids and be the most successful. And then there's also a few other tips that are going to help you maximize that you may not even think about that are going to help you immensely. It will change your gameplay. So I am super excited to share these with you guys. Here we go.
Master controller, Yan.
Hey, how you guys doing? We'll head there. We'll follow you, all right? Give us a second. We're going to try to peel out of this taxi group first. Watch for our car to peel out, and then you guys head over.
What is going on, Trainer Club? We are here downtown Chicago, and we are raid riding. We have a ton of people. We have about 11 people going right now. We're literally going from raid to raid, so you're gonna see the highlights of how to go efficiently, quickly, to hit the most amount of raids and get the most amount of XP, because we have a ton of raids right now. And we're getting rushed right now. We got a street cleaner literally coming right now, waiting for me in the car.
So the number 1 tip is going to be you have to get a party size of around 8+ people. I would suggest not really going over 2 full cars. Potentially you could do 3. However, when you get to 3 cars, it starts to get a little bit chaotic. So the best thing to do is get pretty decent level players, and the goal is to be able to beat the legendary Pokemon that you are playing with without dying. So everybody has to be at a high enough level or enough people that you can get and beat them with 1 round without dying. When I say not dying, I mean you cannot die with all 6 of your Pokemon. Dying with 5 is okay, but 6 will not work for this tactic. And I will explain a little bit later why this is significant and why it is very important to follow this step to maximize your amount of XP potential in a short amount of time.
Get in.
So the GPS drift downtown Chicago is absolutely insane. So we actually had to run all the way over there.
Show the street sanitation truck ready for us.
And we're literally being brushed off by
Throughout this video, I'm going to give you raid tips. My number 1 raid tip right now is going to be what we call kill the raid boss graphic. So what's going to happen is when you're further away and you can see the gym and the gym is able to be clicked on, you're going to go ahead and click on it from a far distance. This is going to play the raid boss animation. So if you are pressed for time or you are trying to maximize the most amount of raid bosses you can do at once, you are going to be able to roll right up to that gym. As soon as you get in range, you can click and drop the pass without any hesitation. So if anybody is waiting for you or there is anything where there is a time crunch, this will save about 5 seconds. And I know that sounds insignificant right now, but when you are trying to maximize every single amount of time during a raid ride, you are going to want to learn this trick. It is immense, it's great, especially when raids are even expiring and you have seconds left to get in. Killing that graphic is going to be absolutely amazing for you. You just roll right up, drop the pass, and boom, you are right into that raid.
So everyone get close so you can take a video so everyone can show the hold the pass.
What's up, bro?
How's it going?
How are you, man? Holding that pass? Holding that pass.
It is a real
Look at how many passes
Hold
are
the
being
pass.
held. So much hype.
Drop the pass.
Everybody dropping the passes. We are raiding super hard right now in Chicago, so we are all dropping the passes right now. So what we're doing is we hold passes when we roll by gyms, and what that does, it allows everybody to make sure we can get in all at the same time as an ambulance passes. So we all hold our passes. As soon as you have the ability to put a pass in the gym, we literally have 2 cars full of what? We got 13 people?
Yeah,
about 13 accounts, and we're in downtown Chicago, so we get a ton of drift. Right? We need to hold our passes. As soon as you can click, you hold the pass and it'll actually lock you into that gym. So if you slightly drift out of GPS range, you are still able to pop the pass in when everybody else has their passes held. Super good strategy for being efficient at raiding. And we are gonna do this T-tar.
Raid essential number 2 is going to be get every person that you can in your raid group to be in at least 1 car if you have a Suburban, or preferably 2 cars if you have more than that. The idea here is to have a dense population of players in your car, so when you roll up to raids, you are very compact and densely populated, so as soon as that raid pops, you're able to drop all those players in and go right away. This is very crucial to being able to beat these raid bosses quickly, efficiently, without having to continue to heal people and to maximize your XP.
I'm just trying to get these accounts to 40, and then I'm gonna focus mainly on 1. All right, guys, we literally have 5 Latios raids on the radar right now. There's literally 5 raids. We are going so hard. I can't wait to see how much XP that we are able to get in a day. We are going from raid to raid to raid. The Japanese, they call it wafu raiding. I call it raid riding. Whatever you call it, stay tuned, keep watching the video, and we're gonna show you how to continue to get the most amount of XP you can possibly get.
Raid essential number 3 is to be or go to an area that has a very densely populated gym section. And so what we're doing here is we're in downtown Chicago, and there are a ton of gyms on every block. So there is unlimited potential for us to really hit a ton of raids in a row. This is super crucial so that you do not have to waste a lot of time driving long distances from gym to gym in more rural areas. So if you're going to do this tactic and you want to make an event or a fun time for each and every player that you're going with, I suggest taking all of your guys and going to a location such as downtown Atlanta. You can go to a gym populated city downtown, such as we do in Smyrna. You can also go to anywhere that you know of, which includes college campuses that have a lot of gyms that pop a lot of raids constantly. And you're going to need to have to drive around to really hit the most amount of raids. In something like Chicago, they actually can and do walk around and raid in the summertime, which I will show you later in July. However, the most amount of XP you can possibly get and maximize it is going to be driving from gym to gym, because you have less time going from each gym and you're able to just go and pop the pass immediately the second you roll up on these gyms.
Hey guys, we are holding the pass right now. Let me know when you guys get here, all right? Over.
Got that walkie-talkie app, super crucial. Check in, guys. It's 9:40 a.m. We've been going since 7. We literally have done about 600,000 XP right now in 2 hours and 40 minutes?
Yeah.
We're on it right now. So we're going till noon today. Hopefully we can push around 1 million XP in 5 hours. Yeah, so this raid double XP is super crucial. If you are not a 40, you better get out, get a crew, go and hit a bunch of raids in a row on an egg, do some evolutions. That's probably the best thing that you could do for yourself right now. And if you watch this video and take some of our strategies, you can basically formulate any of those raids in a row that you can. So go to a dense populated area, a city, a downtown area, and just string a couple raids together and maximize that XP. So Yan, how many Pokemon have you caught?
125,000 now.
125,000. This dude is a beast. Do you have a Mewtwo?
Nope.
So we are literally out here trying to hit every single sponsored gyms that we can to get Yan a Mewtwo. I told him that if he comes to Atlanta, we would get him a Mewtwo. But
no Mewtwo.
No Mewtwo.
No
Never
Mewtwo
got
Atlanta.
a Mewtwo.
No invite.
So
No invite ever.
No invite.
Never
ever.
had an invite ever.
I've
done.
And how much XP you got?
I've got about 80 million XP.
80 million XP, 125,000 Pokemon caught.
Yep.
This dude deserves a Mewtwo. That's the goal of today.
One day.
Mewtwo for Yan.
When you are playing with players that are experienced in an area, they will know which places, parks are able to get Mewtwo EX raids, as well as the Starbucks locations and everything like that. So if they're experienced, they will know. So what we did in downtown Chicago is we hit about 10 locations in 2 days of different Starbucks, of different monuments and parks that actually have spawned Mewtwo's in the past. So that is why we're doing this. Breloom is in order to get a Mewtwo pass. So you may have to do some raids that aren't the best or not the ones that you really want to do. However, to get the Mewtwo is actually crucial, and it all paid off because Yan did get the Mewtwo. So his first Mewtwo, we were able to power raid him all the way to his victory. So that's how we do it. And I hope and know that if you guys follow this strategy on a consistent basis, you will also get one too.
When you raid downtown in Chicago, in any type of city, we also oftentimes have a ton of drift. So we actually have to get out of the car right now in order to get all the way over here to get the ability to even hit this raid. So that's what we're doing right now, going all the way over here to even get in right now. I think I'm in with all of mine.
Raid essential number 4 is going to be make sure to pop your eggs from the lobby of the raids. And I would suggest waiting until you get all the way down until you have about a few seconds left. You can actually even back out during the raid if you know you have a lot of raids and some time in between, and go to the heal lobby and you will be able to pop an egg from there and then rejoin the battle and then continue onwards. So that is the absolute highest way to maximize the XP on the egg. But if you do not want to do that and you want to pop it up front, then go ahead and just jump into the gym and you will be able to click on your items and then hold that egg there until the raid is about to start, and then you can pop it. So this is a great tactic and a great update to the game in order to help you maximize XP without having to waste the 2-minute countdown timer that happens on each legendary raid.
Time check, we are at 11:15. We dropped off Yan Yan. We had a successful morning. We are around 900,000 XP in 4 hours. So we have a little bit more time. We have about an hour left, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Wait to drop your pass until everybody is ready to go, especially when you're in a city and you can maximize. And then once it goes into go, you can then drive off. So you are able to drive off once you drop the pass and the raid starts and it says go, as long as you don't die. So if you have enough people where you can just drive off, that's how you really maximize the most amount of raids, because you can just keep going. You go to the next one and you can do 3 to 4 on an egg. So if you do 3, you're at 120,000 just from raid XP. If you do 4, you're at 160,000. That's how you can stack up all this XP so exponentially fast.
The 6th and final raid essential that we have for this video is going to be only catch good IV raid bosses when you are in this type of mode. And I know this kind of sounds counterintuitive. However, we do not have time, nor do we stop and try to take our careful time to catch every single Latios, Latias, whoever we're playing with, because we are trying to maximize XP. The benchmark for each player of which is good for them is up to them. However, when we are going, we pretty much only catch it 96 with taking our time and above. We do catch a decent amount. However, during this video, you're probably wondering, Billy, you teach us how to catch excellent throws on these legendary bosses and you're not hitting any of them. And the reason behind that is because we are not looking to catch and gain all of these Latioses in this video, because we are looking for the XP over the candy or good IV. So we're really hunting for the 100%, the 98%, and the raid XP, which is going to be tremendous. So that is the goal. That is what we focus on. And that is why you will see in this video, I do not catch or throw as good as I typically do, because we are heavily focused on the 100% IVs as well as the XP, which is the primary focus here. And my final raid tip for the video is going to be, make sure to 1, have your plus on in the background to constantly catching and spinning stops, because you will be spinning stops while you are playing and while you are raiding. And number 2, if you have any time in between raids, which is huge, while you're on your lucky egg, have a stockpile of Pokemon, preferably the lower tiered Pokemon like Caterpies, Pidgeys, Weedles, Wishmers, Wurmples, anything like that, to constantly evolve. So this is going to help you maximize the amount of XP, because if you can fill the time in between each raids, if you have to drive a little bit of distance, it will immensely help you get more XP out of your eggs and raids. This is huge. This is what everybody does, evolves in between raids if you have time. And so for the finale, I am going to speed up a process of us hitting 4 raids in a row. we are actually going to be driving in between of these. So we are having other people battle as the persons drive into the next raids. So what you're going to see is us basically go from raid, and all of a sudden when we're done catching, which most of the time we're just throwing the balls, it looks like we're taking our time, but we're actually just kind of flinging the balls on a couple different devices. And once that happens, the raid boss goes away and we instantly jump into another raid. And so this is a string of 4. There's actually no time in between to evolve, but during a double XP event like we had for the fighting or any other double XP event, we are going to get 160,000 XP points in 4 raids on this lucky egg in 30 minutes. So that is a ton of XP and maximize. So if you can watch this video, you have this type of density with gyms, and you can continue to do what I tell you with all these raid tips. There's 4 of them, and then the top 6 raid essential guidelines that we've outlined throughout this video. You will stack so much XP and be so successful in ranking up if you're not already a 40, or if you're trying to hit a tier of a different level of 40, you know, you're going for the 50 million XP or the 100 million XP. This is how you do it. And I also want to point out that this is how we also commonly hunt for 100% IVs. We do this raid strings in order to maximize how many XP and Pokemon we can see. And the goal is just to look for the 100% or the high 98s. So the more that you can do, the better chances you're going to have at seeing more, and the better you feel about it, and the more fun you are having between the process, the absolute best time you're going to have, and you will see your best Pokemon when you don't care, you're having a blast with your friends, and you have no stress or anything involved at all. So thank you for tuning into the Trainer Club, guys. I super appreciate each and every one of you being a part of the movement. I want each and every one of you to know that I hope that you take great notes and you are able to get so much out of all my videos. That is my goal, to help you become a better, more efficient, and have more fun being a trainer. All right, guys, see you on the next video. We got Shiny Charmander coming this weekend. Who's excited?